아니고요. 오늘날 캐스트는 뭐하지? 위험한교감? 이거 할까? 우선 제 캐봇 저거 해봅시다. 제 캐봇은 혼자 있던 퀘스트인데 이거 여기서 한다고? 혼자 있던 퀘스트인데 어제 공략 영상은 많으니까 저걸 정신병원에서 한다고? 아 그건 너무 귀찮아지는데. 맞나? 아이 잠깐만 도쿄훈련 다니고
Caravan or raider?
뭐야?
What?
I said caravan or raider. Which are you?
I'm here on my own.
Freelance, huh? All right.
뭐지?
That's
여기는?
one way to keep out uninvited guests.
아니 근데 이건 왜 자꾸 왔다 갔다 하고 난리야. 얘가 뭐 자유시장이라고? 내가 직접 걸어가야 되는 건가? 자꾸
Worst
왔다 갔다
part of
하는데?
being a lookout in the obelisk? Getting declined.
I'm half tempted to join the railroad.
아 왔다 갔다 하는 게 맞네. 그럼 내가 걸어가야겠다 이거.
Unidentified commencing attack on hostile target.
이게 뭐 하세요? 한 놈 죽여? 아, 그건 같이 왔다 갔다 하는 것부터 계속 왔다 갔다 하는데 얘. 더 이상 놓치면 곤란하다 진짜. 슬로건?
If you want to
야,
help
쟤
us
움직이고
out,
있어.
hop in the pool and gather some tar berries. I'll pay you caps for each one you bring.
아, 얘 자꾸 왜 짜증나게 하고 있어.
Hi.
Ah, you're back. Good news. I figured out how to act. I've hooked it up to this old late. There's no way to control it without direct neural input. For better or worse, but you still have a rather...
개조방사기.
How does it work?
It uses standard energy cells for power. The artifact's internal power supply was destroyed. Otherwise, point and shoot. It doesn't... As for myself, I don't know. Maybe I'll finally travel to the southwest.
Ugh.
Fresh tar berries.
하마민도님 평소의 조용한 방송 환영합니다.
수영장인가? 방사능인가? 네, 카밀토님 어서 오세요.
Expect anyone will bother us in here.
I love it here.
침대에서 좀 자고 싶은데 꽉 찼네. 이쯤이었을 텐데. 그래서 또 어디 갔나 보네. 뭘 해야 되나? 이건가? 아, 이거다 이거. 위험한교감. 어디야? 굿네이버? 잠깐만. 파워 한번 좀 챙기고 가자. 아, 아니지.
What do you need, General?
그거 하는 거면은 파워 아무가 필요 없잖아. 이거 그거 하는 거잖아. 누워가지고 과거 탐방하는 거.
Good neighbor, huh? You looking to get stoned or stabbed?
Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of good neighbor. Say.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait. I remember you. The memory inducement. Vault 111, right? What's this all about?
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse.
Please.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute.
Fine. I'll take a...
Scientists. Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is...
뇌?
That's the hippocampus. And this...
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine...
Don't worry about me,
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found...
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully it... But that doesn't get around the current problem. We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory
Oh.
lounge. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drops...
All right.
봅시다.
Let's get started.
Just sit down over there.
Ugh.
See you on the other side.
Ah, what were you hiding? This thing's got stims in it.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of people.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio. All used.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
Let's talk. The only...
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're...
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. It's gonna be fine. You'll see. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in.
I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit,
기억 접근한다는
the
건
gunslinger from the
신박한데?
hub, rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. And I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while.
Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you
I found
weren't
another
there
memory
to help them.
I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
I'll try to locate another memory as quickly as I can. Please try to remain calm.
That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
인터포트가 고장난 줄 알았더니만 주인공만 빼고 다 그냥 가져뒀던 거구나.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. Come here. No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Manual override initiated.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory, so good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
His whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. Are you ready?
We got what we needed.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed.
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down.
You're right. A rogue institute. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense.
Why? What makes the glow?
The name says it all. Radiation. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. That's why it doesn't make sense.
방사능 수영부터 배우겠구만.
That's why he's there. To make the...
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do this.
How do I fight that much radiation?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor?
I'll find a way to get through the...
Good luck. And, by the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Remove the...
캐스트를 위해서 수영부터 배워야 되나? 아하.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head.
What did you say?
What? What are you talking?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Anyway, I feel fine. Or I could head back to Diamond City.
There's something wrong with you, Nick. I don't want you...
I told you I'm fine. But I get it. I'll be in Diamond City when you've had time.
Sounds like Ellie needs to talk to us. We should head back to the office next chance we get.
Heads up.
Ready for that interview, Blue?
Not now, Piper.
All right. It can wait. For a bit.
여기까지만 할까?